The Maya civilization was not only remarkable for its science, astronomy, and trade, it also developed a complex political and social structure that allowed entire cities to thrive for centuries. But unlike large, centralized empires, the Maya did not have a single ruler controlling all territories. Instead, each city operated almost like an independent state, with its own rulers, alliances, rivalries, and traditions. Cities such as Tikal, Palenque, Calakmul, and Chichen Itza became powerful political centers that competed with one another, sometimes through alliances and sometimes through war. The main ruler was known as the Halak Eunuch, a figure considered not only a political leader, but also a spiritual authority connected to the gods and the cosmic order. Power was not viewed simply as administration, but as a sacred responsibility. Rulers performed ceremonies, rituals, and astronomical observations because they believed the balance of the world depended on harmony between Earth and the cosmos. And this raises an interesting question. Today, do we see leaders only as political figures, or should they also represent ethics, wisdom, and responsibility toward their communities? Below the rulers existed a highly organized social structure. The nobility included priests, elite warriors, administrators, and important families. Priests held a fundamental role because they were guardians of knowledge. They interpreted calendars, observed celestial movements, and directed rituals connected to agriculture, seasons, and sacred ceremonies. In many ways, knowledge itself was power. Below them were merchants, artisans, and farmers, who sustained much of the economy and daily life of Maya cities. Farmers cultivated corn, beans, cacao, and squash, while artisans created textiles, sculptures, pottery, and jewelry. Maya society depended deeply on cooperation. Each group had specific responsibilities, and social balance was considered essential for the survival of the city. And this also invites reflection. Today we live in highly specialized societies, but do we truly value every type of work equally? Or do we still believe certain professions are more important than others? Even though hierarchies existed, the Maya understood that a city could not survive without collaboration. Even monumental constructions, such as temples and pyramids, required the coordinated effort of thousands of people. In many ways, Maya cities already contained roles that today we would associate with modern governments. There were rulers responsible for political decisions, priests who preserved knowledge and guided ceremonies, warriors who protected territories, administrators who organized resources, merchants who connected distant regions, and skilled workers who maintained the infrastructure of the cities. Today, we divide these responsibilities into ministries, institutions, and government departments. But the Maya had already developed highly organized systems centuries before many modern nations even existed. Another important aspect was education. Learning varied according to social position, but from an early age, many children were trained to fulfill responsibilities within their communities. Some learned crafts, others religious or administrative knowledge, while noble families prepare their children to become future rulers. The transmission of knowledge was considered essential for preserving culture. It was not simply about accumulating information, but about keeping a collective identity alive. And perhaps this leaves us with another important question for modern society. Does education today prepare us to compete, or to cooperate and build stronger communities? Maya cities also established political and commercial alliances with one another. Some relationships strengthened the economy, while others provided stability and mutual protection. But conflicts also existed. Wars between cities could occur because of territory, resources, or political influence. Yet even during times of rivalry, cultural exchange continued. Ideas, symbols, traditions, and knowledge kept traveling across regions. That allowed Maya culture to evolve for centuries. And perhaps this reminds us of something important. Differences do not always have to destroy connection. Sometimes, the strongest civilizations are those capable of learning from one another. Over time, many Maya cities experienced transformation, migration, and political change, but their legacy never completely disappeared. Today, millions of Maya descendants continue preserving languages, traditions, and ancient ways of understanding the world. And in the next and final episode of this series, we will explore the Maya legacy, their writing system, their language, their art and symbols, and how many of their ideas still echo in our modern world. Because civilizations do not only leave ruins behind, they also leave ways of thinking, ways of observing the universe, and ways of understanding life itself. If this video awakened your curiosity, remember to subscribe, leave a like, and share in the comments which aspect of Maya society surprised you the most. And remember, understanding the past may also help us understand who we are today.